Welcome to the Bandano Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. Gaslighting 101, an introductory course taught by Professor Chiney Ogwumike. Chiney Ogwumike goes on First Take today. What do I tell you, folks? Unless they're talking about Caitlin Clark, unless they're talking about some controversy surrounding Caitlin Clark, these networks don't give a damn about the WNBA. That's the fact of the matter. They don't talk about Asia, Africa, North and South America. They don't talk about Asia. They don't talk about Angel. Girl, you're my angel. You're my doll. They don't talk about Angel Reese. They don't talk about Olivia Miles. Olivia Miles, I haven't come up with anything clever for you yet. They don't talk about Paige Beckers, the wankster. Oh, you think you a wankster, but you never. They don't talk about Paige. They only talk about Caitlin Clark and controversy surrounding Caitlin Clark. She's the only thing that gets national attention in this league. Chiney Ogwumike goes on ESPN First Take and talks about how the conversation around the WNBA is far too away from talking about the actual basketball on the court. We've gone so far in the other direction. We talk about this. We talk about that. It's up to us, Chiney says, like it's up to her. It's up to us to recenter the conversation, to bring it back down to a place of Chiney, you do know you are a large part of why the conversation is so far away from basketball. You understand that, right, Chiney? This is gaslighting one. Chiney, remember when you ran with the monkey noises last year? Remember you ran with those allegations and you went and you came back the next day? Oh, I'm so sorry. I have to do better than that. Oh, Chiney. And now Chiney is admitting that she hasn't been perfect in the coverage of the WNBA. Chiney Ogwumike, folks, we were wondering who's going to replace Ryan Clark as the #1 apologist on ESPN. That person is now Chiney Ogwumike. Bring back L. Duncan, huh? Just bring back L. Duncan. Let's get into it, shall we? Like the video, hype the video. Let me know your thoughts in the conversation below and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. Chiney, remember Chiney said that the fist in the throat? Alyssa Thomas's fist, her fist in Caitlin Clark's throat. No big deal. We saw it in the freeze frame, and only when we freeze framed it and we saw that Caitlin Clark was getting punched in the throat, only then we thought it was a big deal. But watching it live, oh, not a big deal. Let's hear what Chiney Ogwumike. Let's hear what Chiney had to say.
Things. I feel like it's time to reset the conversation. And I understand that you and I and this platform, First Take, we have a job to do. Every day we're asked to break down the game, to analyze the game, to give our opinions on players, to give our opinions on teams.
That's not true. We don't ask you every day. In fact, we don't ask you at all. To be fair, we don't ask you at all. We don't even want to hear it from Stephen A. Smith. I mean, some people might, but I don't. I want to hear Stephen A. Smith get into his spiel and just do his gimmick and sing and dance and do whatever he does. That's why people tune in for Stephen A. Smith. Nobody tunes in to hear Stephen A. Smith talk about the WNBA, and nobody wants to listen to you talk about the
teams to really talk about these big moments in sport. But overall, this conversation about the WNBA and one of its shining stars, the shooting star that only happens once in a while, Caitlin Clark, who is a phenomenal player, she just wants to play basketball.
Well, shooting star, but you've been denying that she's a shooting star this whole entire time. Folks, this is why ESPN needs to fire these people. They fired Ryan Clark, and now, a few days later, Chiney Ogwumike. Now Chiney's on her best. Chiney, we weren't born yesterday. We weren't born last night. Come on, man.
Like every other player in the W. And this conversation has reached levels that stray so far away from the sport. And I feel like it is our response.
Well, then talk about the sport. You guys can talk about what you guys want to talk about. I could talk about what I want to talk about. That person can talk about what they want to talk about. Jason Willock can talk about what Jason wants to talk about. Dan Dockage can talk about what Dan Dockage wants to talk about. You, Chiney, you have your own show. Granted, nobody's tuning into it, but you have your own show, and you could talk about whatever you want to talk about. When they ask you to get on ESPN and First Take to address some of these issues, like a fist in the throat or whatever the case may be, you have the right to say, no, I don't want to come on. No, I don't want to talk about it. And they'll get somebody else. And Monica McNutt will put on the hat, put on the clown costume, and do the song and dance. So to act like you don't have, you can have whatever conversation around the WNBA that you want to have around it. But you know, like I know, there ain't really too much else to talk about. If it ain't CC and it ain't controversy around CC, ain't too much else.
Ability now to recenter it. And I know I've not been now levels that stray so far away from the sport. And I feel like it is our responsibility now to recenter it. And I know I've not been perfect in this. Oftentimes, in full transparency, I did not want to talk about this today because I personally believe our shows have a choice on whether, deciding what we give airtime to and what we don't.
I just said that. That's what I just said. So you should have kept your ass at home. You should have kept your ass in the Obama Center, whatever the fuck they're calling that. The Obama Library, whatever it's called. You should have stayed over there and took pictures of WNBA All-Stars. You should have done that whole thing. But you wanted to get your shine and go on First Take. Hey, don't hate the play, hate the game. I'm not hating. But you had an opportunity. You had a choice to make, and you chose to get on First Take.
And in my opinion, we should be giving airtime to the beautiful basketball in this 30th season of the WNBA and not other things.
Nobody wants to talk about that, Shanae. That's the whole point. They don't call you up to talk about the beautiful basketball in the 30th season of the WNBA. They don't call you up to talk about that because nobody has interest in talking about that. Chiney Ogwumike calls Stephen A. Smith. Hey, Stephen A. A'ja Wilson just had a 35-10 game. You think you can have me on the show? Before she even finishes, just hearing the dial tone. Stephen A.'s already hung up. Monica McNutt calls. Hey, Stephen A., did you see the game Olivia Miles just had? Stephen A.? Stephen A., you there? He's already hung up. He's already hung up, Shanae. Talking WNBA basketball, unless it's Caitlin Clark, talking about anything else, any other team, any other player. Do you know what ESPN will hear when they get into that segment? People clicking off. People turning off their TV and putting on a different show. That's what will happen. And that concept is just so hard for you to grasp. The reality is nobody cares. There's a reason why you guys are going bankrupt. There's a reason why pre-CC teams were getting 4,000 in a building, 5,000 in a building. There's a reason why viewership was 200,000, 300,000. There's a reason why. There's a reason why.
Things that stoke the fire and fuel the fire and add more to a little bit of the madness that we're experiencing. I understand I'm not perfect. I'm grateful to have a voice in the conversation, but the intersection of what we're talking about and what these...
The intersection? Yeah, that's where we cut this off. That's where we cut this off. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel. That means so much to me. Chiney Ogwumike. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.